Hey guys, Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too.
Back in with another movie trip vlog for you tonight. And tonight we're gonna see Bob Marley.
One Love.
One Love.
Yeah. This is the third time's the charm. We had this scheduled for a previous day, missed it. Had it for a previous time tonight, missed it.
Half an hour earlier.
And now we're here. Here we are. We're at the, well, no, I can't say the airport theater. Technically, this is the highway theater where the highway's right behind us. And
yeah.
The airplanes do come in here too. We haven't been to this one in a while.
Yeah.
This is the one that gives us the posters usually, so hopefully we get something cool.
Ooh, see something. It's the one with the cool Judy Garland picture up in the top of the area.
Yeah, we don't get to this one as much. It's just as close as the others. We just don't get to it as much.
Yeah, so you've been wanting to see this for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been curious about it. I do like biopics, and I do think that the actor, I forget his name. I'm terrible with names, especially whenever they put out like this is a relatively unknown actor.
Yeah,
like
that's what I was gonna say. You're great with names, but if it's an unknown actor,
kind of in his like first big breakout kind of role, in my opinion, he might have been in other stuff that I just don't know of. But he looks like he did a pretty good job playing Bob.
Oh yeah.
And as far as the trailer goes, so we'll see in the movie.
I know there's been like other documentaries and like probably a lot of other Bob Marley things. I haven't seen them, so I'm not. I know the basics of his life, but I don't know the ins and outs. So I'm excited to see that. I thought this was gonna be like his whole life story, kind of, but it's actually not. When I was just looking it up, it's actually leading up to the 1977. Like major concert that he did for Jamaica. It's not like, I don't think it's about his whole life.
Death and everything.
It's like a very specific time frame in the 70s. So, and speaking of 70s, got my Jimi Hendrix shirt on because I didn't have a Bob Marley shirt, and I happen to be wearing this shirt.
I'm just rocking my Friday Night shirt. I
like to think they were buds. I don't know. Same time frame.
Yeah.
So I haven't really like dove into that, but I'd like to think they were, because I love them both as musicians. But anyways, so
I'm more of a Hendrix fan than a Marley fan as far as music goes, but
yeah,
I like the message that Bob puts on for everybody. So
I had, shout out to my niece Brittany, I handed it down to her. I had this huge Bob Marley canvas, beautiful, in my apartment for years. Always loved his music, always had the CD playing or burned on a disc. I just love Bob Marley so much.
Shout out to Napster.
So, yeah, shout out to Napster. LimeWire.
Kazaa.
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Okay, now you're going down a rabbit hole. I don't know about all that. But, yeah, I've always just loved Bob and the message, like you said, the message that he put out. And, just the music is so chill. Like, it would always put me in a good mood, so.
I wonder why, man. I wonder why it was so chill, man. Smoke another spliff, man.
Yeah, hard telling. So we're gonna get in there and get some drinks and snacks, and well, you know how it goes. We're gonna get some popcorn.
Oh yeah, rock out with their pop out.
You almost went there, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
All right, we're getting in there.
Okay.
We'll let you know how it is when we get out, man. All right, here we go. Past the blockades, because there's no trees up here at the AMC. We're on the 3rd floor. It's scary up there.
But don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright.
Alright. Go past the hockey players.
Go Lightning.
The Lightning are all staring at us. Uh-oh. Here's Coco.
Hi.
My favorite part of this theater, the atmosphere. Can't beat all the classic stars up there. And all down the hallways there. Really cool. We just got out of seeing Bob Marley, One Love. Let you know our thoughts in the car. And we're back in the car.
Yep, and we're freezing.
And it's cold.
Oh God.
You know.
It's in the 50s, okay?
Yeah, cold for us.
Yeah, don't come after us.
Yeah.
I know how we make people laugh when we say it's cold.
Or come after us.
Yeah. Come on. Bring it on. Not really the vibe we want to go for in this video, because Bob Marley was like...
Peace and unity.
I was going to say, like, dare I say the king of peace?
Yeah.
I think it was a great movie. And I stand corrected. I thought that it was just about a little portion of his life. They definitely zoned in on this particular time frame, this time period, but it did go back to his childhood, and
there was some flashbacks.
Spoiler alert to his untimely death. Bob Marley was only 36 years old when he passed away. And I'm going to just go out on a limb here and say that most people know that he was shot. And I think it might be like a common misconception that he was shot and killed. Because I didn't think that, but I did not realize that it was because of cancer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I knew he died because of cancer.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I knew he died young, and I knew it wasn't because he got shot and killed, but I guess I didn't realize that it was because of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But what a legend and an icon, and just like, wow. I just love Bob Marley so much. He was so talented, and he was just like a good-hearted person.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And like seeing his background, like his wife, he had a strong queen behind him.
Oh yeah, taking care of all his kids.
Like, I think we counted 6 kids, and she did say in the movie too, like, they weren't all hers.
Yeah.
So.
She's taking
Okay,
care
Bob.
of
Okay.
other ladies' kids.
So just, and his support system, like the music and like the jam sessions in the movie that we got to see, the creation of
cool.
Exodus, like, whew, very cool. I liked the little jammy sessions.
Yeah.
And
there was more music in there than I thought there was going to be.
I know. We were under the impression there wasn't a lot of music. Not the case, in our opinion. From what we saw, there was plenty of music.
Mm-hmm.
All the favorites, all the classics. I want to say one thing. I think a lot of people have this like view of Bob Marley that all he did was smoke weed, you know, and that he was just this like pothead. And like, sure, they even depicted a lot of smoking in this movie, okay? Like, yes.
They didn't like hone in on it though. He was just smoking throughout the movie, you know?
Yeah. Just like driving in the
just
car with the
casual,
kids, casually smoking a J. You know.
Cops just let him drive on by, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no big deal.
But that doesn't encompass all that he is, or all that he was. He wasn't just like this, you know, I don't know. That bothers me that people.
Well, that was
a whole thing too, sorry.
That's a whole part of like the whole reggae, the whole Jamaican like culture really.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, probably still now, it was just like was smoking weed and stuff. That was just kind of how they grew up, you know.
Yeah. Well, I certainly, when we used to say like, oh, I love Bob Marley, or someone would come into my apartment and see like my big Bob Marley cameras, they're like, oh, you like to do that?
Yeah, like that, or Sublime or something, you know.
Like, it's just this whole like, ow. I don't know why I keep wanting to say the word demographic. That's not the word. What's not double standard. What is the word? Blanking. When somebody thinks something of you. Oh, stereotype.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a cannabis culture stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that about this movie that when I watch it again, I might have to put the subtitles on. Because it was really hard. They had some rich, thick Jamaican accents.
A lot of it I did understand, I will say. But yes, there were some parts that it kind of lost me.
Yeah. But it's not like because we weren't listening. It's just the way the thick accents and the way that they spoke. Like you couldn't tell some of the words that came out sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we're just, we're...
This wasn't the best movie theater experience. You know, we're going to keep it real on this channel. We're going to let you know every little thing that happened. And it started off... Where did it start? It started off...
Well, we were seeing like double on the screen.
Yeah.
When we first got into the theater, and then they fixed that, but then the aspect ratio was a little bit off. it was kind of off through the whole movie, but it wasn't really noticeable.
Squished heads.
A little bit squished, you know.
I noticed it definitely at first, and then I didn't notice it as bad, but
yeah, but it wasn't that bad. But then the guy next to me, he was like 2 seats down from me, was just on his phone constantly, of course, and you know how fun that is. With his brightness all the way up too.
Kind and friendly PSA: if you're gonna get on your phone in the movie theater, okay. Like for me,
there's plenty of space in there.
Prone to migraines and just sensitive on the eyes. Like my brightness is it's almost completely down all the time. I can't remember the last time my brightness was like all the way up, you know? It's always like very low. But especially if you're in the movie, just like turn that down to be courteous, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe people don't realize, or maybe they just don't care, but like, and like, it just shows how addicted people are to their phones too, because it was like almost like how someone like goes for a cigarette, or like it's just this like habitual like thing. Like this guy was just like, if he got bored in a scene, you could tell he was just like mindlessly scrolling, and he had 2 phones.
Yeah, this guy's like,
he had like
2 phones.
Burner and another phone, and I'm like, and every time he whipped out his phone, I looked at Brian and I'm like, I'm so sorry, like, do you want to move on this side of me? It's just little teeny tiny things like that. And this theater was huge, wide open. We had the whole row to ourselves, just us and this guy, you know. And people, we're always right in the middle, so people are going to want to sit a little closer to the middle. So anyway, small little,
people like to sit close to us.
Small little complaint there. Just, it is what it is, but it does take away from the movie. So
it didn't take away from the movie for me really, but I just, you know, I got to do one of these.
Yeah.
Block them out.
Well, that whole Exodus scene where they were jamming and like it was the whole thing was coming together. That was like one of my favorite scenes, and that was like the worst part of it. I was seeing it from under your arm, like you know, past you. It was so it was distracting. Anyways, this theater is always really cool because there's these like blue lights like all the way across, so it's not as dark as the other theaters that we go see.
No.
Because that blue light, like that Brian Goes Blue, is just excuse me, radiating through the theater. But yeah, I think that they did a great job talking about everything in his life. I learned a lot of new things I didn't know. Ziggy Marley did a little like speech at the beginning.
Intro, yeah.
He was like very much a part of it. I loved hearing that he was a part of it, because sometimes with these movies, like you'll hear the family wasn't really a part of it.
I think more than Ziggy was part of it too. It was like a lot of the family.
Orly, I think I saw Orly's name up there too, and there was in memory of Joseph something Marley. I don't know exactly who that is, but maybe somebody that passed since Bob. And but Ziggy was a producer.
Yeah.
Who else do we see? Brad Pitt was an executive producer. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
But what do you give it?
3.5.
I was gonna say the same, 3.5.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. Definitely planning to own this one on physical, of course. Yeah. I mean,
go check it out if you like Bob Marley.
It was a good time. It had a lot of heart. There was a lot of drama that happened, and
it wasn't a really long. It was like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah. It was just a good time. If you like Bob Marley, if you like his music, if you can appreciate peace and love and unity and all of those very important things that we still need in this world today. You know, someone that literally brought 2 political parties together on stage, hand in hand. Amazing. You just don't see that.
The guy, what's his name? Kingsley Ben-Adir or something? I think that's what his name was. But he did a pretty good job.
He did such a good job.
And yeah, a lot of the songs in the movie were done by Bob Marley, but there were some that I noticed through the credits that he did on his own.
Kingsley?
So, yeah.
Like that acoustic scene where he was singing to her, I think that was totally him. Like, how could it not be? Like, you could hear it in his voice. But yeah, I'm really glad that we came out to check this out. I was really looking forward to this from the first moment we saw the trailer. And our favorite line, again, this is an ongoing theme, was not in the movie.
It wasn't in. What was it?
What was it that he said?
One love, one destiny.
Well, what's the second word? One love, one heart, one destiny, or something like that.
One destiny.
That was like our favorite line, and it wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
But also they showed some, stay after the credits, stay after the previews. They showed some clips of Bob Marley, like authentic video clips of him talking and dancing and singing, and just like, love it.
Yeah.
So it gets a thumbs up from Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2.
Coco 2.
We're gonna be seeing a special birthday movie later on this week, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you along with us for that, and yeah. Thanks for checking us out.
Thanks for checking us out. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Brian Goes Blue.
Coco 2.
Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.